Let's go bro. Game pertama Cambodia versus Turkey.
Again, welcome
Kita
everybody
lihat
to the
aja,
World
guys,
Esports
ya.
Championship 2025. Sorry for all the technical issues, but let's give it up for Team Cambodia versus Team Turkey. This is the fight to go to the grand final.
Alright, let's see how things will go here. Looking at the emblem setup, nothing too out of the ordinary for either side. As we already pointed out, 2 purifies on the... Oh, hold on.
Oh, goes in for the Brave Break, comes in as well for the Brave Break. Managed to actually disperse, but now goes in for the Shuriken attack. But does it manage to actually go in? Boxy in a danger zone, goes in for the grab for OP, goes back for the Fist Break, but at the same time, still surviving out. AB right now will be able to move away, jumps from all those danger zones.
Genzi's still waiting. He just hit level 4. But that is actually slightly unlucky timing for Team Turkey. TNZ was this close to hitting level 4, and an Ogi Shadow kill would have actually gotten maybe 2 kills there. So Team Cambodia able to get out of that situation without feeding farm over to the Haya.
And even so, a lot of invasive coming in from Turkey right now. Team Cambodia, they are a little bit of push right now. Boxy comes in, try to actually trap Luna, but it's not going to be enough. Comes in for the follow-up with the Wave Breaker. Push in with the RWM. They are making sure that they're zoning out this turtle, but goes in for a 1v1 fight. Is it going to be enough? Boxy managed to survive it out. But two right now with AP want to survive with the Adu, but somehow they're going for the puncher. Rosa gets the third over for Turkey, but it's going to be a first blood as well for Sigibum right at the bottom.
Well, that's an interesting turn of events right there. As we already pointed out, this Eve is going to be the most consistent damage for the side of Team Turkey. Really well played to Rosa to identify the failed timing on the Retribution to steal that away. I don't think Singh should have tried to take a fight against Sigibom at that time. He knew that the rest of his team would not be nearby, and it didn't seem like the Lapu Lapu was low enough for him to punish. So Team Turkey with a slight advantage for now. Well played as well to Lunar for keeping away Boxy from the fight. This is already what we mentioned. Team Turkey has a slight lead earlier on.
Coming up right now, they are trying to do a little bit of invasive. Comes in with a puncher, but those goes in for the Waste Break. Waste Break comes through. RWM. Sigibum takes down Boxy. They are wanting for more, but it's going to be Cambodia to just disperse.
This is going according to the plan thus far from Team Turkey. OP.
Oh, Tsunami Slam! Going in for the Shadow kill. Everything takes down OP immediately for another kill. And now they want to actually go for the trade, but is it going to be enough? Zin takes down AP, but at the same time, Detective had to move away before being taken out.
A small bit of a reversal there from Team Cambodia. Being able to give that kill to Singh helps make up for his earlier first blood in lane as well. The Team Turkey is well aware that they want to play fast, especially with this Uranus. So far, Lunar doing a good job of matching up in lane with the Esmeralda, doing exactly what is needed of him. Boxy is having some difficulty. This Badang so far hasn't had the... Oh, hold on.
But this open up right here for the setup. Sigibum managed to move away safely. Sing, a little bit of overextension will be denied immediately by TNZ. Now they want to come in for Boxy. Goes in for the famous Spider and shuts down immediately for the double kill.
Excellently done by Team Turkey right there. Blocking the hits for the Lapu Lapu. Sigibum being able to jump back in with the extra shield from the enhanced auto attack and punish Singh for trying to go for the snipe. Now Lunar is buying time as well.
Goes in for the Falling Star, but at the same time right here, Quad Shadow comes through. TNZ just trying to pick a little bit for OP. Somehow they will not be able to actually take down anyone just yet. Turkey doing a lot of composition, a lot of pressure to the side of Cambodia.
And that is exactly what they need to be doing right now. Boxy is going to try and be annoying here, but he is surrounded.
Tsunami Slam picks up Boxy. Boxy will be able to move away safely with a flicker, but at the same time, Luna zoning out Wadu, OP, as well as Boxy. They goes in the front line, going to fight with TNZ. RDM has already been picked up. Shadow kill, doesn't get anyone. Unfortunately, TNZ will be shut down by Wadu instead. Now moving on, Sigibum takes down Detective for the trade-off. It's going to be only Wadu to be surviving for the front line. Still managed to actually go away, but Boxy, lifeline, a little bit of deep place. So danger zone going in for that recall for the side of the grass, but still, they will be able to move away safely.
It ends up being slightly in favor of Team Cambodia because both the junglers were traded, but Singh was actually not part of the fight and was able to get a free tower down bottom. However, Team Turkey seems to be repositioning for the turtle faster due to their sustain. TNZ has respawned. They will claim that turtle. Net worth lead still slightly in favor of Team Turkey.
Turkey bring a lot of the objectives. A little bit of split push coming in from Team Cambodia. all the macros as well as the micros are going to be seen a little bit different from both of these teams. So far, when it comes to the goal difference, it's just 1K, so that's not much of a big deal. Still, Cambodia can have a little bit of turnover if they can actually hold out the position right now.
If they can hold out the position, they'll still be okay. Though Singh, unfortunately, dying twice is not the most ideal circumstances. You can see that Sigibom is an entire 1,000 gold ahead of the Granger currently. The junglers, though, pretty close. So it can still go either way. Cambodia now needs to make a decision. Do they want to play a little bit more for Detective? Do they want to play a little bit more for Singh? Depending on which decision they make, that'll affect their next couple rotations. It'll make them decide how they want to approach the next couple minutes.
Seems that AP3X47 just making sure that he will be able to actually give a lot of the information. Even with Sigabum trying to be catched out by Boxy, will be denied immediately. And this is giving a lot of opportunity for Turkey to just get as much as resources, stack things up. But now Tsunami Slap comes in, try to break away. Sigabum takes down Boxy immediately. And now it is an opportunity for Team Turkey to smash things up for the 30 seconds of that Turkey.
And I like how that's literally the interaction I mentioned before the game started. If you see the Badang, just grab him, pull him into your team, burst him down. Now suddenly you have the numbers advantage regardless of the situation. Though Apex in trouble.
Apex, a little bit of overextension as well as confidence comes in. Wadu goes in, giving a little bit of damage, but somehow it's not going to be enough to shut down. But it's going to be Sigabum who goes in for the dive, takedowns in. And now OP want to make sure that can actually trade things out, but somehow Sigabum is just too hard to be picked up.
I can't remember if we've seen Sigibum playing on the gold lane Lapu Lapu up until now, but he is playing a mean game currently. 5-0-2 on the gold lane fighter. Being able to pick off his opponent multiple times means that Turkey can play off of this momentum and continue controlling.
All the damage comes in to OP side. They want to make sure they get the last turtle in their hands. Again, all the objectives is already in the hands. Goes in for the fist break. Doesn't actually make sure there's a follow-up though. A little bit of slow coming in, but they are going for the push. It's Detective! Still away the turtle.
Gila, petnya tumbang bro ya.
To be shut down. Now pushing on with the fist strike. TNZ comes in with the shadow kill. Takes down Zing for the trade as well, but it is going to be 1 kill for the side. No, it's going to be 2 in the hands of Team Turkey.
Lunar.
An absolute chaotic mess right now, but Team Cambodia are the ones in control and they're going for more.
Puncher comes in, Detective takes down Sigabum, but that's already enough damage for Cambodia to turn things around.
That is actually disastrous right there for Team Cambodia. Lunar now also in trouble.
Goes in for the last hit. Cambodia getting all the bodies dropped right this instant. Apex, that is not a good move, but here on out, Team Cambodia finally turns things, making sure that they get the composure, and they already got a lead of 1K gold back to them.
That is basically the best case scenario that Team Cambodia could have asked for. They stole the turtle away, they got multiple kills, including a shutdown on the Lapu Lapu, which I'm pretty sure did actually go to the landslide, and you can see that Detective has already surpassed TNZ in farm as a result of it. The gold lead that Team Turkey had built up and was holding on to the entire time has been thrown away in a single instant because they lost their formation and allowed themselves to be scattered. They did not protect Rosa. Wadu was able to chase him down, make sure that that was no longer a question in the fight. And now Team Cambodia regains their momentum and they're scaling.
See, Team Turkey, if they want to actually go in for the setup again, they can do so, but they got to make sure they can find a way to lock on OP. So far right now, the only one that's actually giving a lot of the opportunity, RWM has already been picked up, goes in for a fight, but somehow we are seeing OP able to actually scare away, but it will be taken out by Sigabum. Wadu will trade out with Rosa. At the same time, Sigabum will not be able to take down Wadu, so it's going to be a 1v1 right here for the side of mid lane.
I think Apex 47 is going to need to make sure that he is able to defend Rosa from Wadu. This Esmeralda is picked up specifically to counter the Eve. And so far, this interaction hasn't actually worked out too well for Esme because the Eves have been able to position correctly with protection for their teammates. Team Turkey, though, playing a very snowball-oriented fighter-style composition means that they don't quite have as many tools of handling things. Most of their heroes just need to dive into the front line and hope to do enough damage to come out on top, which is not good news for their one and only backline DPS.
Let's see if Team Turkey, this Lord, is already going to be a bit poke coming in from Turkey as well, setting up already. And we do see a little bit of pressure coming in from the top lane. So TNZ is quite far off, not actually too far off. Definitely will be able to jump in if he wants to actually pull in. But somehow this is a discipline coming in from Team Cambodia as well as Turkey. They know for a fact they don't want to mess things up. Pact coming in right now from the back line. Conceal comes through, but already been spotted out. Doesn't manage to actually get in to actually kill someone or even steal. Tsunami Slam comes through, gets Wadu, but Wadu survived it out. Detective takes down Rosa immediately. This is gonna be Luna also being catched by OP itself, but survive it out with the Transcendent Ward. Somehow, right here, Team Cambodia, they have a really good composure, managed to actually retreat back. But here, Wadu wants more, wants to actually contest it out. Is it gonna be enough though? It seems that they wanna actually pull through. Just a little bit of damage here from the side of Cambodia, but Team Turkey say, nah, slow things down, and this is gonna be opening the lot for them.
And now that we've reached the 11-minute point, I think everyone watching can see why I was so confused about this Uranus last pick. The moment that Rosa is taken out of the fight, really well played by Detective there to find the puncture straight through the heart of Team Turkey. The rest of them literally can't do anything. They're just walking around like headless chickens. Literally no target, no damage. They can only soak damage at that point. Team Cambodia is aware of this. That's why every single time when the fight starts, this Eve needs to go.
And even here, we see Wadu is doing so much of the damage. His break comes in. Tsunami Slam, want to steal away Wadu. It's not going to be enough though. Apex in danger, had to move away. A lot of damage comes in, and now this is going to give that mid turret in their hands. Sigaboom, being in danger. OP trying to make sure that she will be able to actually pick that up, but OP somehow will make sure that at least it is going to be a pressure at that mid lane, and somehow the Lord pushing in as well for the bottom turret. Holy Defense is already out. Somehow it might be an opening for the team of Cambodia to just push through to make sure at least one of the lane is bare, but they still managed to survive it out. This is a really good defense coming in. Even Wadu just trying to actually tease a little bit. It was not enough though, so Team Turkey still have it in the back just a little bit for now.
Pretty good defense for now, though they will lose all of their external towers as a result of that. Cambodia finally building up a sizable 4.7k gold lead. A big chunk of this going to be in the hands of Detective, since he was able to get a lot of kills sequentially. The gold lane farm is still pretty even, but this is the risk of going for a fighter gold lane. Lapu is a lot less efficient now that we've reached this point of the game compared to something like a Granger. And Lunar also falling very heavily behind in terms of farm compared to Wadu, which when you add on to the fact that consistent DPS is wholly lacking from the side of Team Turkey, means that it's a lot more difficult to get rid of the Esmeralda as compared to the Uranus.
Timing is crucial right now for Team Cambodia. If they can actually have a really good composition, making sure that Turkey doesn't actually able to steal away, because no matter how much Apex trying to make sure that he will be able to steal with a Tsunami Slam, that Purify just denies immediately. And this is why Team Cambodia, they have so much of escape, slippery hands coming in from the Turkey side. This is how they will be able to survive every attempt coming in from Turkey.
Team Turkey needs to commit to split pushing, I think, at this point. They have to take the risk, they have to throw bodies. They are fairly sustainable, so it should be okay for them to play independently. If they keep trying the team fight, they're not going to win.
Even OP tried to pick up one of the players there, Luna, barely surviving there with a lifeline, but still managed to move away without any casualties. So far, Team Turkey maintaining their own position so that they do not drop some bodies. Even though it is necessary right now, they are trying to make sure that at least during the fight for the Lord, they have enough manpower. But is it going to be a great fight indeed? Because if they be able to actually steal this lot from the hands of Cambodia, it will be a great turnover for Turkey.
Main goal of Turkey is once again to try and just grab Boxy, or even better, Detective, and burst him down before the fight starts. Then they'll have much more advantage when it comes to actually contesting the objective and going for the team fight. The Eve is still good zone control, but it's gonna be risky all the time because Cambodia can't just run them down like this.
Look at that. Everyone been dispersed just by Team Cambodia. Now Detective just trying to actually poke a little bit of that lot. Sigibum has already been spotted out, goes in for OP, but can he actually make it through? Fish Break comes in, still surviving it out, but Shadow Kill comes in from TNZ, takes down OP immediately. Now pushing on TNZ, having a little bit of damage right there, had to move away, but it's still a good win coming in from Team Turkey itself. But it seems that Detective goes into the backline, trying to go in for the puncher, doesn't get the kill that he wants, but somehow he will be able to survive it out. He goes to TNZ again, one more try, that is the overextension, and this is denied by Team Turkey.
Really good dive here from Team Cambodia. Really good defense by Team
GG.
Turkey. We're seeing solid micro mechanics overall, but now the dynamics of the draft are really rearing their ugly head in this game. Team Turkey played that pretty well. Sigibum got a great catch, jumped in alongside TNC, got the pick off on OP, but even though they had the numbers advantage, they still couldn't actually take the fight to Team Cambodia because they are lacking consistent DPS output and they need to keep Rosa alive.
Look at Wadu. Wadu just at the front line, doing everything
Dia bisa
he
jadi luar
can to
penentu
make
sih,
sure
guys.
that can zone out every single movement of Turkey. And Wadu doing what a Frangler should do. Luna comes in, gonna try to pick it out, but is it gonna be enough? Bizbreak comes in, Detective gets the kill on the hands of Cambodia, and now they're gonna always strike back. Gets attacks as well. Moving on right now, still surviving though Sigibum. Sigibum managed surviving, but OP comes in for the take, and now they're moving on to fight it off. Stuns a bit, had to move away with a flicker, so Turkey will be able to survive it up. But Luna in the end will also be taken out, but RDM has already been picked up. Is it gonna be enough though? Wadu comes in, Hunter comes through from Detective. Now Shadow kills. Is it gonna be enough to get the Boxy? But Boxy still survives with the immortality. One more hit. TNC! He will be surviving it up.
Waduh.
Wadu with a mega kill, and that's gonna be Turkey losing 3 lifeline in the hands of Cambodia.
There were so many twists and turns in that last fight, but I think we could say for sure that Cambodia came out on top. They found their targets. Rosa and TNC are not going to be able to respawn for this Lord defense. Boxy goes down, but they trade for Lunar, and the Lord is pushing into the base.
Pushing in into the base, Sigibum trying to make sure Wavebreaker also comes through, but Apex, all the lifeline goes in for the tsunami, but Detective takes him down immediately with the crystal in the hands of Team Cambodia for the first win.
And with that, Team Cambodia sets themselves